3 years ago, my life was miserable. COVID-19 had come and we were all staying at home for quarantine and, self-isolation and stuff. And in that period, I got myself into a very terrible relationship with this girl. I wouldn't say we dated, it's more like a situationship. And she really did me dirty. When I say did me dirty, she took me off my self-esteem. She criticized every single thing about me, made me feel insecure about myself until we had to part our ways. Later in 2020, I resolved myself into self-development and started watching videos from motivational speakers and these, self-development coaches online. And I can't remember the very first video that I watched that really took me off to the part of self-development was titled "Stop Playing with Your Life" by Prince EA. It's more like a poetry style video that talks about how you have a limited time in this world and you should stop playing with your life. From that time, I got hooked. When I say hooked, I was very hooked, very interested in self-development, obsessed with motivational speakers. I wanted to be a motivational speaker, speaking on shows, speaking on conferences and all those things. So from 2020 to 2024 January, I was pretty much obsessed with motivational videos. When you watch these motivational videos about your life is going to be the biggest this, you're going to be the biggest this, your life can be the best, your life can be this, your life can be that. But looking back recently, I realized how messed up I am actually getting by watching these kind of videos. And I'll explain to you in a second. In the course of watching these motivational speakers, I kept on meeting new ones. So, YouTube keep on recommending videos to you. Oh, you just watch this one. You might like this. You might like that. And then I keep on hooking up to the next one. So I quite remember starting with Prince EA, going on to Grant Cardone, going on to, this man, the monk, what is his name? Jay Shetty, going on to all these motivational speakers, and then eventually slipping into this Gen Z motivational speakers, which was the most terrible mistake I have ever made. Listening to people who are 25 and on YouTube, very successful, who claim they've made millions of dollars online from, self-development, online coaches, online courses, and all that. And it was pretty much so many YouTube channels that I was very hooked to. I remember being very hooked to Imangazi. Imangazi is a very great guy. I love him and all that. But I was very hooked up to him. I loved his videos. Another guy I was very, very extremely addicted to was Hamza. Hamza made videos more like videos you could relate to. I don't know how this guy got to know you, but then it's like all his videos speaks to you. He talks about how to get girls, how to this and that, and then his videos were always on point with this graphics and stuff, with the sound effects, that dopamine feeling and stuff. And I realized how messed up I was becoming because I was so obsessed with these videos. I would literally listen to them and rehearse them word for word. To date, I could speak some of the things they've said in the YouTube video from the beginning to the end, like those 5 minutes videos and stuff. And looking back, I realized how the real world is actually way different, very opposite from what these people talk. And I'll give you an example. You watch these Gen Z self-development channels and they talk about how if you want to get a girl, ignore her, you have to be unavailable for her to be obsessed over you. You don't have to complain to a woman. That is one thing that I learned, like never complain to a woman because she's not going to respect you, she's not going to listen to you. And for a long time, it stuck with me. And I wasn't telling people the things that I was going through. Even people that loved me, women, men, I wasn't telling them anything. And guess what? When you keep something in you, it ends up exploding, right? I realized that when I don't tell people or when I keep things to myself, to make people respect me, to make people see me to be like, that guy. Until I realized that these things were eating me up. Because when I watch these videos, they'll be like, never ever complain. As a man, you are supposed to be this. As a man, you are supposed to show no emotions. You have, and using cussing words and all those things. And I'm not going to lie, I think I kind of wasted those years watching motivational videos. And that has been the basis of this video. I wouldn't say stop watching motivational videos because they are positive and all that. Replace them with music and all those hip-hop stuff. But be careful who you listen to and be careful how you consume them. Right? Because you are actually what you consume. You start acting, you start talking like some of these influencers. There are people who listen to these hip-hop rappers, these musicians. I'm not scared to mention names, like people who listen to Shatawale so much, and then you realize that they start speaking like him, they start behaving like him, being chaotic just like he is. It's because the kind of things they've learned from him or how much they've consumed from him has actually influenced them so much. You know what motivational videos actually does for you? It gives you that dopamine feeling for a very short time. I realized how I would go on YouTube, watch 10 ways to actually be a millionaire, watch videos on 10 ways to actually be rich, how to be successful, and then I get that dopamine feeling for 1 hour. Like, hey, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to take my life serious. But then that feeling lasted for just an hour or two, and then I come back to default. I come back to being addicted on my phone. I come back to losing that motivation. I wasted those hours. I wasted those time watching motivational videos, thinking that was going to change my life. And I can say it's point blank that no motivational videos or no kind of advice has really changed my life from YouTube. I mean, they've made some positive impacts, but every single thing that I did, every single change that I wanted in my life actually happened because I wanted it to happen. I wanted to see these things happening in my life, and I actually went for it. I was speaking to my very close friend. She's probably watching this video. She knows herself. And I was telling her how most of these online courses, online coaching doesn't really help you. You know, when they talk about how to get into real estate, buy my ebook for $1, buy my whatever for $2, and then you can just unlock the key to success. It doesn't really happen that way, because looking back to those primal days, those successful people, Robert Kiyosaki, all these rich, wealthy, I'm not saying rich, wealthy people, they barely bought any courses. They barely watched the motivational videos online. They barely did any of these things, but yes, they became successful. So meaning, these things that we watch online don't really make you successful. They don't necessarily make you successful like you think you would become. They actually give you that dopamine feeling, and they are also making their money. It's like, we give you that dopamine feeling of, you can make it, go out there and create the life that you want. You feel hyped, you feel very charged, you feel very energized. But then when you come back home and you face reality, you are unable to actually sail through life. When you watch all these financial videos, or when you watch all these 7 steps to actually be successful financially, they just beat about the bush. You know, they talk about number 1. What would they even say? Number 1, they tell you network. Number 2, time management. Number 3, this. Number 4, that. Forgetting that you can acquire all these skills. You can have the best time management skill. You can have the best network of friends and all that, but you still be broke. How do I know that? They are influencers, they are celebrities who are broke, but then they are highly connected. They don't tell the real deal about life, to the point that their core or their fundamental skills that you need to build, that would make you, no matter who you are and no matter the field that you get into, would make you successful. That is resilience, discipline, of course. Resilience, discipline, your mindset, how you view problems in life and all that. They don't tell you all these things. All they give you is that dopamine feeling of, yes, go, you can do it. Yeah, you can actually make it. And then you feel charged, you feel pumped up, and then some few days later, you lose that motivation. Whoa. They really messed me up, to be honest. Like, motivational videos really messed me up, and I always say it to my friends that I should have stepped in the real world. What I spent my time watching back in the day, I should have stepped in the real world and experienced life for myself. Talking about relationships, you know, how to approach a girl. Okay, first of all, you have to look her in the eye, and then, you know, you have to leave her on suspense. You know, when you're having a conversation with her, just chip it in, hey, I'm busy, I'll catch you later, and then leave. Forgetting all these things, it doesn't work. I mean, I've implemented them and they don't work. What actually works is being you and being the real you, approaching someone you genuinely want to be friends with, telling them your true intentions, and then carrying on with it. But then this, I don't want to say red pill society per se, but these speakers out there, these YouTubers out there, especially the Gen Z ones, will give you this super dopamine of, you know, you go out there and you see the girl coming, you have to be a man. You don't have to look at her twice and then look your way. Don't, and they'll use the cuss word, don't freaking watch her. You've got to be a man and stand your ground. messing us up. It's currently 11:06 p.m. and I'm sitting here in the lawn. I wish I could flip my camera. I'm sitting here in the lawn and I'm reflecting. I'm reading my book and I'm reflecting, which, by the way, you can get a copy in Ghana. If you're in Ghana, just get my book from Perez Chapel Bookshop and all that. I feel I needed to chip in this video because when you watch motivational speakers, when you watch all these YouTubers, and you keep on feeding yourself with so much knowledge, it will kill you eventually. You get so confused, you get so locked up, and then you don't even know what to do with your life. You want to be this, tomorrow you want to be that, you want to be this, tomorrow you want to be that. One young man reached out to me telling me how he was confused with regards to study abroad. He's been watching my videos, he's been watching this person's videos, he's been watching that person's video, and he's so confused. And I told him, you know what, pick one of us and just follow his content. Don't watch two people. You don't need two people, you don't need three people, you need just one mentor. You don't need 3 mentors for a particular field, right? You don't need to watch 15 videos from 15 different creators. Everyone has their perspective, and that is what motivational speakers do. When I am writing a book and when I'm sharing my journey with regards to writing book, my journey is a bit different. My journey is not the normal journey of writing books. I never believed that I could write books. I mean, I knew I was going to write a book, but the way I published my first book isn't the same way that person is going to publish a book. But then when I come out there and come and say, you know, this is the exact way to publish a book, because I feel that is how I'm going to publish my book. That is how I want to publish my book. I'm trying to get a thumbnail, by the way. You understand? It's like they come with this so much assurance. They speak with so much assurance that this is my exact route. This is the exact way. And you have to follow my way. If you don't follow my way, you are using the wrong way, or it's going to fail. If you don't buy my course, you are going to be broke. Crazy, right? So yeah, just wanted to hop here real quick, share this short video with you guys. How many have we been? Over 12 minutes, and then let you guys know that motivational videos can save you. They don't even know you. They don't even know your situation. They don't even know your mental health, your condition. But then they are chipping in with these, motivation stuff, and you have to get this, get that, and then confusing you. You have to be woke. Stay woke, brothers. Stay woke. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and let me know if you appreciate these kind of videos, raw and unfiltered, unedited. I enjoy making these videos because I just want it to be raw, no editing, and just upload it. So yeah, that is basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you.